Hi and welcome to another episode of Delaware County Political News. Today we will feature Isaac Dodson, candidate for mayor in the borough of Yeadon. Isaac is a former councilman of Yeadon and an insurance broker for Allstate Insurance. He has been both president and vice president of City Council, the chair of the Planning Commission and Economic Redevelopment Corporation. He has lived in Yeadon for 25 years, takes credit for many signs being up and around Yeadon, and has plans and a vision to put Yeadon on the map. He discussed it at the Yeadon NAACP debate, and here's what he had to say.
Good evening. My name is Isaac Dodson. I'm a candidate for mayor, and I would like to take this opportunity to thank the NAACP, all of its officers and members, and our moderator, Dr. Ford. And Dr. Ford and I have history. We were both on council together. But if you were to ask me why I'm running for mayor, it's for the money. It's for the benefits. That job pays $7,500 a year. I'm an insurance broker. I got to get what I can get. So that's my stab at the job. I'm not interested in the money. I'm interested in my vision. I'm very selfish. I've been doing this for 12 years. I have done a lot of things, both publicly and behind the scenes, to further the progress of Yeadon. I have my beautiful wife here. Her name is Leslie Dodson. We've been married 26 years. We have 2 children, and I have 2 grandchildren. And so I've been involved in Yeadon politics as both the president of council and the vice president of council. I've headed the chairman of the Planning Commission, as well as the Yeadon Economic Redevelopment Corporation. If you look around the borough, you'll see new gateway signs. If you look at the borough property, you'll see new signs. Well, I was instrumental in bringing that to Yeadon, but that's just one thing. I have a serious vision about what I would like to accomplish here in Yeadon. I don't have a lot of time to play. When I was asked to become a candidate for mayor, I said no. The job doesn't have any power. But then someone says, well, you can create your own mayoral candidate. You can create and you can help. So I said, if I'm the chairman of the Yeadon Economic Development Corporation, and I'm the mayor at the same time, I can lend my name to my dreams, which is to build senior citizen housing, which is to bring development to Yeadon, which is to put Yeadon on the map. So I am African American male. I've been here 25 years. I have no intention of leaving, and even if I had money, I wouldn't leave. So I'm committed. More than likely, I'm going to die here. And I don't mind dying here. I've always wanted to live in a place like this, and I chose to live in a place like this. And so when I moved here, everybody wanted to live in Yeadon. Yeadon was the talk of the town. I moved into a middle-class African-American community. I have not regretted it one single time. And to prove it, I've dedicated my time and efforts to improving where I live. So ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to ask you for your support. My Libra number is 839.
I'm sorry to interrupt you, but your time is up.
That's fine. Thank you. Thank you. I would emphasize that there needs to be communication between our resident and our police department. There needs to be an understanding that none of our kids are bad, and we need to protect our police officers. So one of my priorities that I would consider to be very important is to protect our police officers, and in turn, our police officers will protect our young people. My second thing is that I'm seriously interested in development. Again, the mayor is correct. Taxes are too high. And so by organizing the other boroughs, and we can put pressure on the school board, who in turn put pressure on the legislators, and we're organized. We're working. Imagine 150 people going to a school board meeting. Imagine 100 people going to a state legislature's office. And what we're saying is we won't tolerate this anymore. We can't afford high taxes. I was at a school board meeting. I made it plain and simple that my wife and I and my children could not afford to live here. And so therefore, I'm adamant about trying to stabilize the tax situation in Yeadon. And I'm also a proponent of development. I just believe that and I'm a proponent of diversity. I believe that we need to have different types of people living here in Yeadon. I believe that Yeadon is not as dirty, doesn't have, filth all over. I believe it's a very green and walkable community. I think that when you walk around Yeadon, you see the trees, the sidewalks, We have trash receptacles. We have a lot of things going for us. So when I look at Yeadon, I see nothing but pure potential. So my priorities may not be as organized, but I definitely understand that having the relationship between the police department and our children, looking at our town in the right way, having the vision to move forward and take it to the next level, that's my priority, and that's what I expect to do as mayor.
All right, it's very interesting that you mentioned vision. We can keep that because the next question is, what is your vision for moving law enforcement forward in Yeadon, making it more effective and efficient for the two of you?
I think I alluded to that earlier. I was standing in the driveway of the Borough Hall one night, and a police officer came around in a 4x4 and just zoomed right into the parking lot. But she didn't stop. She didn't acknowledge. She didn't say, excuse me. So I kind of took affront to that, and I said, you know, one of the problems is that there's a lack of communications. So I want to have an atmosphere, I want sensitivity training. I want the lack of profiling. I don't want our children followed home from school, and I want the parents to bring their children home from school. So I think that mainly, as the mayor, I want to have a solid relationship with the police department, but I want the police department to have a solid relationship with the members of Yeadon. I want them to be able to be on a one-to-one basis, to say hello, for our residents to feel comfortable talking to our police officers, and for our police officers to feel comfortable talking to our residents.
Mr. Dodson?
Thank you. One of the things that I notice when I walk down Church Lane and I see the deli, and I see the kids outside smoking, going in and getting beer. One of my proposals, if I'm elected mayor, is to ask the police officers to get out of their cars. I'm going to ask them to walk the beat. I have a sign on my phone that I got from another city that says, police, you're welcome to stop in here. I would like to ask our business owners to put in their shops and allow our police to go in and check on those businesses. I think that I agree with our mayor. It is more than just our children. It is a lot of involvement by our people. But I think if the police, take a proactive stance, and they actually walk up and down the street, they actually go inside the buildings, they actually sign a register, I think it sends a message to those kids that they're not welcome to hang out with. And what it does is it allows our residents to walk the street. It allows our residents to come out and shop at the stores. It allows our residents to even do things that they're not accustomed to doing, which is meeting each other on the 700, 500, and 400 blocks of Yeadon. So if elected mayor, that would be one of my top priorities, which is to ask the officers, you know what, park your car on the corner, get out, walk, meet people, shake hands, get a chance to meet these young people. They're not all bad. They're not all bad. So that creates an atmosphere where they don't have a place to hang out, and they can go to the park. We do have a community park. We do have places that young people can hang out in, but not in our business district. Thank you. Repeating myself. I think that, real quickly, development is what Yeadon needs. And we need to look at the school, and we need to organize. So one of my points in running for Yeadon, I have an organizing background. So I want to organize all 6 boroughs. I even have a name for it, and it's called the 6 Borough Mayors Association. So if you think, it'll happen. So I think by organizing, finding out what each borough's interest is, and making sure that we can cut that issue, get the yeses, and we can get down to looking at the school board and trying to either stabilize the taxes, if not lower the taxes. So I think that would help in the development. We can't do anything with high taxes. So that's my approach.